What is happening? It is your boy, Matty Milligan, and this is episode number 18 of the Underground Marketing Conspiracy. Ooh. And today we are talking about the $0 startup. This is a topic that I want to cover because today I spoke with many different people, but I want to share a story from the latest person that I talked with. And I do talk about this sometimes in some of my previous content, but it's like, hey man, how do I start a business with $0? Funny thing is, I had actually 4 or 5 consulting calls today, plus a group call where I spoke with a bunch of people in one of the communities I'm in for basically funnel design and funnel redesign and really just improving your branding, and which allows you to charge more and make, because you've made things more visually appealing. But that's a whole other story. Anyways, so the last call though with a gentleman I just spoke with a few minutes ago, where he's like, hey, like I'm a property manager and I'm working a full-time job and I have a wife. Like, how what would I do? And he's like, yeah, like, should I sell other people's products? Like, I've tried to do it before and I haven't been very successful. Like, should I create my own stuff? Should I do, what do you do? Like, what should I sell physical products? Like, what should I do? So my answer is very straightforward. If I had no money, or if I lost absolutely everything and I had $0, and even if, I mean everything, like I lost everything I owned and I had no credit, I didn't have a credit card, I would start doing affiliate marketing and selling other people's stuff. It's very simple process, very simple in terms of tech setup as well, very low tech. You just need a single web page called a bridge page. So it's very super simple. And there's products out there that are already created. So all you really need to do is go out and find a very hot market. Go out and find some products that are already selling in that market, and then go out and find the people that haven't bought those products that are super passionate about that market and offer them those things, and then add a couple bonuses in to make it exclusive and make it appealing, and that'll entice them to buy right then and there directly from you. So this is like the easiest thing. There's a bunch of books out there. I think there's the $100 Startup by Chris Gilbo, and there's a few other ones I think as well for very lean startups, but affiliate marketing is super inexpensive. Even then, you could probably just do multi-level marketing. And people are like, oh my God, I don't want to do multi-level marketing. I don't want to harass my friends and family. And I totally understand why you'd feel that way. But now the fact that we have social media and we have all these online things, like you can do affiliate marketing and multi-level marketing without your family ever even needing to know what you do. It's very straightforward. And it all really comes down to, again, how much time are you going to invest in promoting that one specific affiliate offer, right? It's also going to matter if you spend your time trying to create 30 different funnels selling 30 different affiliate products in 30 different niches, or if you choose one niche, choose one hot offer, and build an email list using that. The benefit of affiliate marketing too is you're going to build that email list. You can nurture that list, treat them very well. Don't just spam them with affiliate offers every single day. Like, send them links to content you've created, whether that's blog, podcast, YouTube videos, etc. Stuff where you're bringing value. Talk to your list about that. Share stories, share case studies, like share content with them. Give them value. Don't just hit it and quit it with your list. It's like, sure, they might buy from you once, but you're not thinking about the lifetime value of that customer. And the benefit of nurturing that list too is there's probably a blue ocean out there that you could fit into, that your customers want to get into, where they've tried all the other products that are in their market, but they still haven't achieved their results. And they're going to ask you to create that product. And all you need to do is ask them like their biggest problem. It's called an ask campaign. It's this guy, Ryan Levesque. It's what he's known for. You just do an ask campaign. And again, you're going to do the ask campaign and people are going to tell you what they want. And then you want to create like the most minimum viable version of that. Even then, just build an offer. Like, build the offer and see if people will buy it. And then if they buy it, then it's like, okay, I think we have a winning offer. Then go out and create it, right? Like, do the fulfillment after you've actually proven that you can, that whatever you're creating is going to work as a business model and that people are willing to invest in it, because people are going to give you stuff from your ask campaign and you might go out and buy it. And I don't trust what people say. I only trust how they vote with their credit cards. So I'm trying to remember someone's story that they told me about this, where they emailed some big marketer and they're like, yeah, but like, well, how would I do that? And he's like, dude, I don't care. All I care about is if people want to buy that and are, I don't care what people say they're going to buy. I don't care if I think this specific idea or product will sell. All I care about is if people are going to buy. And the only way I'm going to prove that is if I make people an offer and they take out their credit card and buy that product right then and there. Like that's the only way you can really test that. It's something I'm walking my brother through and a couple of his friends with their business, where I'm like, all right, like before, because they wanted to go out and get like investment money at first. They're like, oh, we know some people who would invest in this, and it's like, oh, how do we build like a business plan? It's like, oh my god, like how do we do this? And it's like, no, like first of all, like you should get some case studies of people and actually help people for free, and then use those case studies to help other people. And they're in probably one of the bluest of blue oceans that I have ever seen in my entire life. It is absolutely ridiculous. And oh man, I came up with this big idea for their business that is like, I had one big idea and I bought a domain for it about a year ago. And then a week ago, I just had this big epiphany moment where I was like, oh my God, I think I was walking on the street and I came up with the idea. And again, I had my notebook next to me and I'm like, oh my God, and I wrote it down. I'm like, this is like the idea. And it's funny because like when you look at one big idea and all the other ideas that you have, and you'll notice that like one is a bigger idea than the other ones, but this is like the big idea. And at this point, I talk about how in any marketing campaign, the big idea is the core of what you do. And I've been reading a lot of old school sales letters. Like I've been reading one a day for the last week through this one course that I'm going through. And you go through them. And it's funny because they go through understanding your avatar very clearly, and they know their avatar, and you're reading sales letters based on their avatar because they tell you who the avatar is. And then they're like, okay, now go out and write these sales letters, and at the same time, come up with at least one big idea a day. And for 60 days. It's a big, it doesn't really require that much. It's maybe 45 minutes to an hour of reading and then coming up with a big idea. It's like something that comes to you every day. Like some days you'll even have 3 or 4 big ideas, and maybe some days you don't, but I like to still write down even one idea, even if it's not that great an idea. I'll still write something down, and maybe it won't be that big, but the idea that I had for my brother was a big one. But again, it's like the crux of your entire campaign is the big idea. So if you're doing affiliate marketing, like you don't need to even think of those big ideas. Like if something is already selling as an affiliate offer and other people are already buying it, chances are you should probably use the same headline as they're using, right? Like it's really the only way. And sure, they might see the headline twice on 2 different pages, but it's like it just makes the most sense, right? And I'm sure whoever created that offer and that product and that sales message, they've tested out all sorts of different things, and they've found that the one that they're currently promoting is the control that allowed them to sell their product the most. So all you need to do is tap into that and use the same sales messaging, and then make your offer a little bit more irresistible and go out and sell that. Like that whole method is $0. Even if you don't have money to spend on paid advertising, this is where you need to start doing the promotion, which I think I've talked a little bit about it, but I need to talk about how publishing content on a blog or on a podcast or a YouTube video or whatever medium you want to choose, you just need to stick one and do it consistently for a long period of time to build your brand. And then you can sell anything after that. Like whatever it is that you want to do in your business, building your personal brand and your own attractive character and building up your own personality, that's what's going to sell all your products, right? When people come to me, they're like, oh, I want to do affiliate marketing, but they don't want to get on camera. I'm like, it's going to be a little bit trickier because the best affiliate marketing people you'll notice, they're usually doing video content. Sure, there's some big bloggers out there that promote other people's stuff, but honestly, they're usually doing some sort of video stuff on YouTube for the most part, from what I've seen, maybe some on Facebook, but there's a lot of YouTube people out there that are crushing it with affiliate marketing right now. And again, all you need to do is do a little bit of research, like find similar topics to what they're doing. Don't copy the content that they're doing. That's dumb. Don't be a dum-dum. Just create something that's similar to them in your own voice and share a couple of facts. And maybe be like, hey, and this other guy had this opinion. You might like his video. I'll include the link below in this video. But if you want, I actually have this awesome offer you can get, and you can learn more about that if you go to whatever it is, click on the link below and go to my domain. One thing I like to do, by the way, with affiliate funnels, oh, I should have told that guy about this. I'll message him after and tell him. I like to have my bridge pages for my affiliate funnels as a specific domain. So that way, when I'm doing my content, I can just say that specific vanity domain. It's like, hey man, and if you like more about this, go to myawesomedomain.com. Or even then start out with like, hey, what's up? It's Matty Milligan from myawesomevanitydomain.com. And today we're talking about this. People come to me because they have this problem, or you guys have always been seeing this. I've been seeing guys do this stupid thing, or you guys want this. Well, here's the solution to that problem. By the way, go to this myawesomevanitydomain.com and check this out if you want to learn more about this. And again, wrap that offer for your vanity domain, for your bridge page in your content, right? It's a very sneaky little thing, which I'm going to do on this podcast in the future, as you guys will notice. But it's like Gary Vee always talks about jab, 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 right hook, where it's like value, 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 all the jabs. And then from now and then you go for that right hook, which is that ask, right? Where you ask someone politely to get them to buy something. But having those offer videos, like I don't recommend going and doing those like where you're doing those. Like you need to kind of have those values where you're saying the domain a bunch of times after you've had a few weeks or even then maybe a couple months of like pure value stuff where it's like, hey, it's me from this domain.com, and just go into the content and at the end have a call to action maybe. But even then, some successful campaigns I've seen, it's just like they show you content based on the problems you're having, and it's like, hey, you're having this problem, here's a solution, and there's no call to action at the end. And then same thing, next video that they retarget you with is like, hey, you're probably have this problem as well, here's a solution for that in this video. And you're like, whoa, like, all right. And you get to know this person, and then you see a third video where it's like, hey, it's me, you've probably watched my first 2 videos. And I know that because I'm retargeting you right now based on the fact that I've seen that you've done that. And you know what? If you're having this, you probably have this other problem. So why don't you go to myawesomevanity.com and get this offer? And and again, go there, and you're going to notice it's different because I'm going to offer you some awesome bonuses that no one else is going to actually offer for you. So you might want to go and check that out.com. And again, because you've brought the person value, you've kind of built that bond and solidified that bond with that person and really solidified that relationship for that fact. So they're going to look at you as the authority. You've built a lot of trust with them. You've kind of become their friend. Clearly, they've consumed their content, so they must like you. Hopefully, you've demonstrated that you have other people that you've helped, which would be social proof. And you've given them some free stuff, which is valuable to them, so they're likely to reciprocate from you, right? These are all kind of the different persuasion principles. And the last one I guess is commitment consistency, right? Where you've got them to commit by watching a certain percentage of your video, so they've invested their time already. And when people are very likely to invest their time, they're very likely again to actually invest their money with you because they've spent that time consuming your content. Wow, I went into a lot today. I didn't think I could talk that much just about bridge pages and affiliate marketing and $0 startups. Oh, there's also other ones you could do, like drop shipping obviously is very inexpensive. For that, it would be the same thing, but that would be really where you need to focus on one thing. Like if I were to promote my favorite product here in the world, these Zuru X-Shot micros, right? I would have videos with me showing like cool ways that I use this every single day in my content. And they'd be like, hey, and if you like this, you know what? Like I'll send you to their website and you can check this out, right? I've seen this one dude who has this Nerf channel with Nerf guns. And that's all he does. He just promotes Amazon stuff. And this guy has like a massive following and he owns every single Nerf gun I've ever seen. Doesn't look like he has a full-time job. Just creates videos about shooting Nerf guns and then sends people to Amazon. And he makes a living doing this. So whatever you want to do, like keep it very simple. And it all starts with the content though. Like you have to build your brand. If you read the book Crush It by Gary Vee, which I think is... No, it's back there. I can't grab it quickly, but there's this section in that book, which I should literally just read out one day, where I think he has 9 or 10 different steps that show you how to build a business. And even though that book was written almost 10 years ago, all the things he talks about still ring true today, where it's like, at this point, you can even skip the point where you need a website because you really don't need a website. You just need a bridge page, and you don't have to pay 10 grand to get someone to build you a website. Just do it yourself with ClickFunnels, honestly, like that's it. Or if you want, you can use WordPress and some sort of plugin or like Thrive themes, whatever, but I would really just build it yourself at first. And then again, he's going to talk about this where it's like you build that. Then what you do is you create some social profiles and try and keep them consistent and make sure the branding is consistent on all the pages, and then start creating content every single day. But at the same time, start building community and interacting with the other people. So if you're on YouTube in a specific niche, again, let's say the Nerf niche, and I want to build a huge Nerf channel, I would create my channel, optimize it for Nerf guns, start creating my own videos where I review Nerf and foam blaster guns. And then basically talk about those products, and then go to other people who are in the community who are also doing reviews and interact, be like, oh, awesome video, I learned XYZ, hey, have you ever thought about this? Start doing that, and doing that on different platforms, right? It's like the Gary Vee, I think he calls it the $1.80 strategy, where you just go out and start commenting on people's stuff. And then they're going to see that you left a comment that's not some bot being like, 3 happy face emojis or some Jared thing, be like, this content is great. Like, leave a legit awesome comment on someone's thing. They'll be like, whoa, like that was a cool comment. Like this person stood out. And what are they going to do from there? They're going to click on your profile. They're going to check out your awesome content. They're going to be like, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. They're going to click on the link in your bio, and they're going to visit your bridge page. Like that's what you need to do. But again, it all starts with creating your profiles, optimizing them, and then start going out and interacting there. And if you're afraid of people, like you're honestly not going to be successful online marketing anything. It doesn't matter what niche you are. And I know a lot of people, that's what holds them back from being successful, whether they're afraid of taking phone calls, going on video, talking with people, sending emails. Like, people are generally pretty nice from what I've noticed, and I grew up very shy. But again, I would, if you want that strategy, it's Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. It's a free strategy he gives, and I'll go in depth, I think, one day and just read off every single point, because I think that whole strategy he teaches in there is going to be useful for the next like 15, 20, 30 years, because we're in the wild west right now of social media and just the web. Like, sure, we're in web 2.0 phase, but I don't know, we're about to enter a new decade. All sorts of stuff has happened the last year, even with social media. Technology changes super fast, and because it's the wild west, it's not that hard for anyone out there to start building their personal brand and really start becoming an expert in a niche, building up their authority, building a following, getting people to trust them, and then ultimately leading them to some sort of offer. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do have any topic suggestions or you have any comments, I want you to leave them below, whether you're watching this on YouTube or you're listening to my podcast on Spotify, on iTunes, on TuneIn, on iHeartRadio. Wherever you're listening to this to, just leave me a comment below. Maybe even consider leaving a 5-star review, being like, yo, I learned so much. Maddie is a cool, awesome guy. I'm not cool or awesome, guys. I'm so full of it. Anyways, if you also like this, maybe you want to consider subscribing to this podcast. Again, whatever medium you're listening to, or if you're watching on YouTube, consider ringing that little ding-a-ding-ding notification bell so you can always be updated when I post a new video. And heck, maybe even consider watching multiple episodes as well, so you can get more value and really improve your own online business and learn more very exclusive, secret, and clandestine marketing strategies that are only known to awesome marketers like you and I. Anyways, today was a long day. I'm probably going to go right now and grab a coffee and maybe even build an entire bicycle, which is crazy. And I will see you next time on another episode. Wow, I messed up the ending again, back-to-back days. I will see you the next time on another episode of the Underground Marketing Conspiracy. Ooh.